Hi, this is Dave Michael with the Faces of Pickens podcast, brought to you by the Greater Pickens Chamber of Commerce. And today we have Stosh. Stosh, what's your last name?
Fernandez.
Stosh Fernandez. And what company are you with?
Voda Cleaning and Restoration of Greenville.
Okay. And what is voda? I have no idea even.
So the technical voda is actually Serbian for water, and that's where the founder is from. And yeah, we're just opened up a week ago now. It's cleaning and restoration. So we just try to focus on the cleaning aspect of things, whether it be tile and grout cleaning, carpet cleaning, air duct cleaning, anything along those lines. And we also offer the restoration piece as well. So anything to do with, God forbid you had a fire, if you had mold issues, water damage, your AC unit in the attic leaks or water heater leaks, something like that would come out and bring you whole again.
Okay. So as far as, let's talk about the cleaning for a second. So the cleaning, is it just like regular household cleaning, or do you do like what kind of cleaning do you do?
So specifically like carpet cleaning is a big one. We do upholstery as well, stuff like that. So a lot of ones we're doing specials now for move-in, move-outs, stuff like that for apartments, houses. We also do commercial as well. We just had a flood up in Hendersonville we dealt with last week as well, so that was really cool to get out there. As you know, Helene affected a lot of the trajectories of previous creeks and rivers, so a new creek had formed last time, and now it directs into this compound, and it flooded 5 or 6 offices. We were able to come in there, suck all the water out, and then give it a couple of days. We put dehumidification air movers in there, and come back each day to monitor the humidity and the actual water in the carpets or the walls or whatever was affected.
Yeah. And then do you do also do like weekly cleaning kind of stuff, or is that?
Yeah, we have some customers that like to schedule cleanings as well. We don't do like the janitorial services.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, not quite that stuff. But we do work with some Clemson area as well to do, we'll put them on a schedule to do their cleanings as well. And that could be commercial, residential, work with property managers and realtors as well.
Okay. And then as far as the restoration stuff, like to what level do you get to with the restoration stuff? I mean, like, are you ripping drywall down and stuff like that? So
it depends. Like the one we had in Hendersonville, thankfully, was an example, was good because they called us within 12 hours of it flooding. We were able to get in there and save basically everything. The carpet was still good because it was glued on carpet, and we also had the walls were good that hadn't been saturated yet. So we got in there, quickly removed all the water from the facility, and then immediately established drying in the area. So they didn't really have any losses per se. But yeah, if you have, there's different classifications of water depending on where it comes from. So if it's really dirty water, or it's a toilet or something like that, we have to treat that differently. We have antimicrobial agents we spray down after we remove the water to make sure nothing else grows or spreads and stuff like that. And then we immediately start drying it.
So definitely, something happens like that, you want to get there quick.
Yeah. So the best case scenario, the customer is able to call you as soon as it happens. Yeah. Even if it's actively flooding, we work with local plumbers too to stop the flood if it's internal. If it's external, then we can immediately start removing that water from the facility.
How quick can you get out typically? And is it like on the weekends or during the week?
Yeah. So I haven't had a day off in a while now too. We had some emergencies, but I love it. I love helping people. Because in most cases they're frantic, they're freaking out. What do I do? Or what we really try to do is put them at ease as best you can, and then fix the problems immediately. Give them some sort of plan, a resolution, and a plan forward. And sometimes we'll have to work with the insurance. Sometimes it's self-pay. It just kind of depends on how the customer wants to work their issues. And then from there, it's just trying to put the customer at ease and fix those issues quickly. Very
cool. And then how did you get involved with voda?
So I was looking at companies for years now, and wanting to do something for my wife and my daughter and I, and just essentially have a more control, if you will, of a business instead of. I came from the corporate world. I really enjoyed doing that. It was a lot of travel. Just a lot of stuff that, you'll put all the time and effort into. I figured all this effort, time, why not do it for ourselves, but also have an immediate and direct impact with the customers, being able to go out there and help them become whole again.
Okay. So is it like voda is like a franchise?
Mm-hmm. It is,
cool. Yep. Very cool. And then so you said you previously, as far as your corporate world before that, what was your background before getting into this?
I did a couple of things. I actually started when I was 19 at BMW in Spartanburg, and then from there I enlisted.
The line assembling?
Yep. Okay, Hall 52. I was building the X4 back in 2009. Okay. And then left there and late 2010. I enlisted 2 days later. 2 days later, I left to Paris Island. Did just under 10 years.
Wow.
Got to see a bunch of cool stuff.
Okay.
And then I came back stateside. I left Miramar, San Diego, my last duty station.
Cool.
Drove back over to the East Coast and started up. I just wanted to come back here in this area and really trying to get ourselves to a point where we can afford a house. And so we bought our house in Pickens a couple years ago and live on 9 acres on a little farm out there and
Nice.
really enjoy it. It's quiet.
Very cool. And so obviously Paris Island, you're a Marine then out there. Cool. Very cool.
sir.
What'd you do in the Marines?
A couple different things. The main was 7-Eleven EAF. We built runways.
Oh, cool.
So we worked on the airfield, resting gear, emergencies and stuff like that. So kind of my background being emergency response.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I
Kind of ties in with this whole thing a little bit.
Yeah, I hope my phone doesn't ring right now, but it's really cool to be able to go out there, like you mentioned, your question earlier is responding as quickly as possible to the customers. Typically, depending on their location, we can kind of get to them within the hour in some cases. If it's a further drive like Hendersonville, Asheville, it may be 90 minutes or something like that, but we'll reschedule a whole day and a whole week sometimes to make sure that those emergencies are handled.
What kind of, so you talk about going to Hendersonville, Asheville. What kind of area do you service?
So right now it's mostly the upstate, but we're expanding. We've been open a week now and we got busy real quick. So we're kind of testing the waters and our capabilities and stuff like that. We work with some rental companies too. If we have a massive loss, we need to rent equipment while we are still growing. And then we also have another location in Greer, Simpsonville that I work with too.
Okay.
And so I cover most of the upstate and then working to go up north all the way to the border of Georgia and then into North Carolina as well.
Very cool. And then you mentioned your wife earlier. Does she work with you in the business or?
No, she asked me a lot of questions. She's definitely the reason I was able to do all this. She handles everything at home, takes care of the little one. When I'm not there, we have 5 dogs and about 60 chickens, so she's extremely busy.
Yeah.
But she works for a healthcare company, and she's a doctor of physical therapy, so she travels to people's homes too, and kind of does something similar at a different capacity.
Okay. As far as with voda, well, like, tell me like something that you guys do that maybe people would think that that you guys offer as far as with your business.
Yeah. I think a big thing is recently air duct cleaning.
Okay.
The upstate specifically is the 3rd worst in the country. I mean this in a good way and a bad way. That the pollution, the pollen is the worst, as you guys probably know, in the spring.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't realize that. Why are my allergies so bad even when I'm inside? Is we can do like a free inspection with a borescope into their HVAC system, and sometimes it's scary what you see in there. So we offer free estimates for almost all of our services to kind of put people at ease and let them know, hey, this is what's going on. How do you guys want to proceed? We try not to be pushy in any way, but just to have them understand, the scope and what
what's
may
going
be needed.
on with that.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yep.
And so the ducts, just because of, like I said, the area, then it gets super dirty here in the ducts.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. So you'll see in the spring and early summer, you'll see a lot of pollen buildup on the inside of the ductwork. Some people don't change their filters enough too, so that's another big reason that happens. But a lot of people may be sensitive to those allergens, so we like to help them out and get those clean. It's kind of like the lungs, if you will, of your home and businesses too.
Huh. And then as far as Pickens itself, you said you came back here a couple years ago? Mm-hmm. Okay. So been here like 2 years. Were you from this area or how did you get back here?
So I used to live in Asheville growing up, and then, worked at BMW, so I eventually moved down here.
Yeah.
When I got back stateside, I lived in Greenville, lived in Easley, Pattersville area, and then been trying to kind of get somewhere where I didn't have as many neighbors. Yeah. And finally obtained that, and now we're just enjoying our time out there when we're home.
Very cool. Yeah, Pickens has been a great place. What's your favorite thing about Pickens so far?
The people. I think the people are probably my most favorite. They're calm, cool, collected.
Yeah.
We have a nice group of neighbors that we live around too. We don't see each other too often, but it's always nice to know that we have each other's back. Small community, just past the flea market down there, and it's quiet. It's nice.
Let's say nice 9 acres out there. Kind of nice, relaxing.
Exactly.
We initially moved here and lived in Greenville also, and went to Powdersville, and funny enough came out here to Pickens. So it's kind of a similar kind of path, and it's just been a really nice community to kind of be a part of out here. So I'm enjoying that. The ways to contact you. How do people contact you?
Yep. So we got a website. I have a couple QR codes. My van's got my number all over it as well. But yeah, you can just type in Voda Greenville and we'll be the first one that pops up.
Okay.
And then you can call any of the numbers. I have 11 different numbers, but any of those go to myself.
11 different numbers?
Yeah, they're for tracking for marketing purposes and stuff like that.
Wow.
No, just one phone. Hopefully I'll keep it that way. And yeah, they can just contact any of those Voda services and they'll come to me and they can put their zip code in. It'll bring them to whatever one's local. And from there, we just try to get them on the schedule and help them out.
Cool. Very good deal. Well, thank you very much for coming in for the podcast.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it. And I hope you have a lot of success with your new business. Looking forward to it. Yeah. And once again, thanks for joining us for the Faces of Pickens podcast. And hope to see you at the next one.